Y'all tune in. We on live on other things. I'm about to get off of this one. Y'all come live on my other junk. We gonna end this right here. And did I have this shit private? Hold on, y'all.
Caps, flats, and finished garments.
Man, my bad, my bad, my bad. My bad, my bad, my bad, man. You know, don't charge it to my head. I mean, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, man. You know, I don't know everything. I'm just trying to figure it out. That part say. Charge it to my heart, charge it to my head, man. You know, I don't know everything. I'm just trying to figure it out. That part say. All right. I think we live now. Yeah, I think we live now. Y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. Share the live, share the live, share the motherfucking live. If you don't know, you must been under a motherfucking rock. Ain't no shortcuts to the top though, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Ain't no shortcuts to the top, man. You always gonna have ups and downs. You know, you're gonna have to go around, go around the other way. But one thing you must do, stay consistent. If you stay consistent and don't give up, no matter what shit look like, you know what taught me that, bro? Being locked up, being in prison. Like, I'm talking about, I was counted out, and you'll feel like a damn fool, right? Because it'll seem like everybody else having fun. But then when you realize that fun is not even fun, they trying to hide the reality of being what it really is. And I'm faced with reality. I know what it is. That's why I'm focused on making it out these doors. So everybody that was having fun kind of remind me of Noah when he was building the ark. Everybody was looking at him like he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing what God wanted him to do. Not what man wanted him to do. Doing what God wanted him to do. So, as long as you doing what's right in the eyesight of God, it don't matter who out thinking they having fun. When that time come to reveal the real fun, you gonna be the one celebrate. Everybody else did what? They drowned. The people who thought they was having fun, the people who thought that I should be having fun with them, all them people right there, they drowned. Bro, it's not fun being on the other side when everybody seemed like this is where it's supposed to be at. But it ain't no feeling. It's a fact that you have to be and how you gotta live. You gotta live off the facts and not the feelings. Some people do stuff to feel good, to look good. You know what I'm saying? My life, I'm done pretending. I live in the real world of what it really is, dog. And right now is a time for people to repent, get their life right. I've been focusing on getting my kids to know God better for themselves, not based off of what they mama and they daddy telling them. You know what I'm saying? Because it gonna come a time when your fate is gonna be stripped away. And if you don't have that solid foundation, you're gonna give in to that temptation. You know, you're gonna give in to it. I didn't pass all these tests throughout these years, dog, to be where I'm at right now. I ain't looking back. God said, don't look back. I'm looking straight ahead. I ain't being distracted. You know, I'm looking straight ahead because I know where I'm going and I know what's going on. There's nothing bigger than the big God. Nothing. Nobody. No matter what they may think in their mind, Your experiences then already showed you what the big man can do. If you think and you happen to have to think back, don't think about the things that man did. Think about the things that God saved you from. Then you will start walking around being grateful. Too many people focus on the problems and not the solutions. You got to realize who you are, man, so you can know your worth. That way you won't settle for no anything just because people think you should. You know, people can't make no decision for me. I don't care how you feel or what you think about me. But do you care that I don't care? Yeah. It make you very disappointing that I don't care. People will want you to care about things they care about. And they'll do any and everything to get you to focus on what they care about. But when you strong in your mind, it don't affect you. Bro, I know that I'm an example of overcoming. And I'm going to continue being that light. I'm going to continue being that light so y'all can see God work. I try not to be the person that be like, I told y'all. Because that's what I be wanting to do. But I know I can't. Bro, the thing about doing the right thing is you got to do the right thing. All around the board, even with your enemies. Even with people that did you wrong. You got to do right. And that's the hardest thing about living a righteous life. Because I be wanting some get back. But God tell me to get back. I got that. I'm already knowing half of the people that are against what God will is for me gonna have to suffer, man. And is suffering. Y'all may think they not. But I know they is. And the reason they suffering is they got to go through the same thing for God to get their attention. And the difference from when they going through it, they continue to be disobedient. So I don't know if y'all familiar with the story of Pharaoh. But some of these people got a Pharaoh heart. A lot of these people got a Pharaoh heart. See, I got a Joseph heart. Joseph was lied on, cheated, cutthroated, put in prison, hated on, all because of his favor. Y'all ask why people don't do this and people don't do that. It's because I got favor on my life. Why you don't see a lot of things in the world. See, people that's in the world don't see spiritual things. Y'all don't see it. But God is gonna let y'all see it so y'all can have a chance to not go through, you know, repent and change from y'all ways. I'm one of them chosen ones. I'm the chosen one. I'm the Joseph. I'm the one that everybody gonna have to come back to. That's me. And it's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. If you don't know the story of Joseph, read Genesis chapter 37 all the way out. If you're a person that don't believe that the Bible is real, you in a world of trouble, man. If you think those stories don't relate to our life today when there's nothing new under the sun, and we are all, see, people who are living in the spirit already know that we are one. So anything that I do to you, I do to myself. So I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I'm very, very conscious of what I say, even though sometimes I might say the wrong things. But God will make it to where He teach me a lesson. I'm teachable. Think about how many people that's not teachable that got that Pharaoh heart. Every time God say, let my children come and worship me. Do right by my children. Pharaoh be like, all right, I'm going to do right, da da da. But all the while, he being deception. He full of deception, deceit, cutthroat. Think he getting over. Bro, I see clean through deception now. You can't buy me with gifts. That's the biggest trick of the devil. I learned how to read energy, bro. Like, your spirit is a very, very observing thing for me that I observe. I observe your spirit. Feel me? Which happen to be your energy. I don't want to hear nothing you saying. You feel me? Like, I'm going to pay attention to your spirit. I'm going to test your spirit. And if I see any heart of Pharaoh, I'm going to stay away from you. You don't have to worry about staying away from me. I'm going to stay away from you. Not because I'm scared, but you got to be smart. I was looking today at, it was 3 rappers that lost their life, right? And it was one rapper who's still living, but being so much shit, but they smart. These 3 rappers all put themselves in harm's way. with no professional security. But this rapper, who being a whole lot of shit, had the real police officers with him. But he's still alive. He's smart. These three over here want to have their homeboys because they think their homeboys is more trustworthy than the professional security. For some strange reason. That's what they want to believe. Not knowing that your homeboy really don't like you. And he talking to your op. You ain't do something for him. He mad at you. But he can't make it obvious. So he gonna play his role. Play his part. Because he know he need you. The op making promises to him. So he playing both sides of the field. Setting you up. But him right here, he's smart. He got professional security with him. But y'all got so much pride over here. Y'all talking what y'all talking, because everybody got to be hard. Everybody got to, I don't mess with this, I don't mess with that, I'm this, I'm that. He doing the same thing, but he got professional security with him. He don't go nowhere without the real professional security, the police. He's smart. Take one of them out. Boom. Man was in the hood. Homeboys was right there with him. Boom. Take another one out. Was in the hood. Homeboys was right there with him. Boom. Take another one out. Homeboy was right there with him. Homeboys ain't did shit. Him over here, he in the hood. But he got professional security with him. The real police. Ain't nothing wrong with protecting yourself when you know your worth. These three over here forgot who they was. They wanted to make everybody happy when whatever you was doing wasn't even making them happy. It was making them jealous and mad. This one over here know that. But he's still going to use his haters as a footstool and keep them close to him. But not that close. Y'all will never see unless y'all are conscious and aware that this nigga is smart. He's still here. They gone. They homeboys gone to the next clique. Trying to see who they can hang up under and try to prove a point to this one and that one. You got to move smart when you know your worth. I know a lot of people who know their worth. I know my worth. You can't put me in a trick bag. I ain't trying to prove no point to you. None of y'all. I'm smart. And I got the number one security with me, God. So as long as you being led by God, you're going to continue to make the conscious decisions for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? I can't be bought. I could be taught valuable lessons. You know what I'm saying? And I learn, bro. And I learn fast. It don't take me a long time to learn. As long as you keep on living to try to please this person instead of pleasing who matter, you're going to always come up short. Know your work, man. Know your work. I don't care how many people laughing. Man, know your work. They just trying to sing you out. They trying to make you prove that you this and that this. Oh man, when you know your work, you ain't okay. I You got to be unbothered. And when you know your work, you unbothered. Trust me, I'm a living example of everything that I just said. I was these rappers, but now I'm this rapper, and it's all about survival. Don't let nobody trick you out your position, man. Can't nobody cancel you. You just don't stop. You cannot be canceled. Listen to what I'm saying. If they had that much power, they'll have power over your emotions. They'll have power over your mind. They would make you do any and everything that they want you to do if they knew they can have that much power. And the people who don't know their work, they give up their power. They relinquish their power. They relinquish it. Like, here, I'm going to do whatever. I don't care how old I am. I'm going to be a flunky for you. I'm going to always depend on you. You're my master, not me. And listen, man, not me. No, your work, you will never be worthless. Make yourself an asset. You'll never be a liability. If God ain't in it, you ain't in it. And that's how you got to live your life. If God ain't in it, you ain't in it. You ain't left out when you in God house. Believe that. The world just don't know, y'all. the world will never know what real, true happiness is. When God gave me my wife, that was the team right there. The day I saw so-called homeboys jealous of my wife, but you ain't jealous about these hoes that I used to be piping down, you know. But soon when you get a wife, you jealous? I knew I had something. Anything that's of God, the world gonna be jealous of. I'm telling y'all from experience, man. They gonna accept anything that's not from God with open hand. But soon when God get any type of dealing in it, you're gonna see the world. They gonna be mad. And you gonna be, it's confirmation for you. And they gonna think you crazy. Cause you happy. They expecting you to be sad and mad. But they don't understand the happiness that you have. Cause they never had it. They don't understand the peace that you have. They never experienced it. They would never understand until they change their mindset. Their world would be the same, repetitiously over and over, getting worse, not getting better, until they change their mindset. I had to realize my world changed when I start renewing my mind. And I consistently renew my mind. I consistently make myself better. You know what I'm saying? Boy, if only y'all knew the truth. I be feeling sorry for people that's deceived, bro. Like it just like man, I just wish I could just wake you up so you can like see, man, look, you are being deceived, bro. Like you are being deceived. You're being lied to, bro. This is an image. You worshiping the image. Why you think so many fans, when they find out who a person really and truly is, it hurt to find out your favorite artist is not a good person. He's a snake. He's a hater. He's a liar. He's a everything but what you thought he was. Ain't even want to take a picture with you. You've been supporting them all this time. You've been supporting the image. Now you see what it really is. When a person show you who they is, you better believe it. They ain't lying. Why you don't believe when a person tell you and show you who they is? They not lying. They they just showed you who they was. Not who you thought. They just showed you who they was. And they consistently show you who they is. People be thinking, well, they ain't doing it to me. Well, if they kill him, they'll kill you. If they stole from him, They'll steal from you. Everybody try to make themselves be exempt from a low down, cutthroat, conniving person. What make you different? Why he gonna treat you? Why she gonna treat you different? When this the type of person they is. You get in a cage with a lion. I don't see why people think they can tame a lion. And then when it turn on them, they wanna utilize it, whatever they call it, utilize whatever that word is. They wanna kill it. You knew that thing had that in its nature the whole time. But since you've been raising this cat from a baby, you thought they'll never turn on you. But they nature is killed to survive. They don't even know that they taking blood. But when it's in you, you don't think you doing no wrong. But look how you have affected other people. What make you think they won't do you the same thing? Oh, you special. Come on, man. See, a lot of y'all, this conversation is over y'all head, but a lot of y'all fully understand. Jesus spoke in parables. I have to be an example. I have to be Christ-like. My conversation is only for the ones, not the twos and the threes. And the ones know who they is. That's why I could get on here every day and have the same energy because it's somebody who are the one that I need to be talking to. I'm not talking to all of y'all. So it don't discourage me to not talk when I know I have an assignment to speak to the one. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And nothing I ain't supposed to be doing. Man, let me share something with y'all.
This is Audible.
The first agreement. Be impeccable with your word. The first agreement is the most important one, and also the most difficult one to honor. It is so important that with just this first agreement, you will be able to transcend to the level of existence I call heaven on earth. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It sounds very simple, but it is very, very powerful. Why your word? Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. The Gospel of John in the Bible, speaking of the creation of the universe, says, "In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God." Through the Word you express your creative power. It is through the Word that you manifest everything. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent manifests through the Word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through the Word. The Word is not just a sound or a written symbol. The Word is a force. It is the power you have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. You can speak. What other animal on the planet can speak? The Word is the most powerful tool you have as a human. It is the tool of magic. But like a sword with two edges, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. One edge is the misuse of the word, which creates a living hell. The other edge is the impeccability of the word, which will only create beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Depending upon how it is used, the word can set you free, or it can enslave you even more than you know. All the magic you possess is based on your word. Your word is pure magic, and misuse of your word is black magic. The word is so powerful that one word can change a life or destroy the lives of millions of people. Some years ago, one man in Germany, by the use of the word, manipulated a whole country of the most intelligent people. He led them into a world war with just the power of his word. He convinced others to commit the most atrocious acts of violence. He activated people's fear with the word, and like a big explosion there was killing and war all around the world. All over the world, humans destroyed other humans because they were afraid of each other. Hitler's word, based on fear-generated beliefs and agreements, will be remembered for centuries. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. The seeds are opinions, ideas, and concepts. You plant a seed, a thought, and it grows. The word is like a seed, and the human mind is so fertile. The only problem is that too often it is fertile for the seeds of fear. Every human mind is fertile, but only for those kinds of seeds it is prepared for. What is important is to see which kind of seeds our mind is fertile for, and to prepare it to receive the seeds of love. Take the example of Hitler. He sent out all those seeds of fear, and they grew very strong and beautifully achieved massive destruction. Seeing the awesome power of the word, we must understand what power comes out of our mouths. One fear or doubt planted in our mind can create an endless drama of events. One word is like a spell, and humans use the word like black magicians, thoughtlessly putting spells on each other.
Your word is very, very powerful. I learned that my word can either help or hurt. My word can help the persons that's suffering, trying to find a way out. My word can reach the one who y'all think is the toughest. I can make them mad. I can make them happy. That's how powerful my word is. You know what I'm saying? That's how powerful my word is. When you realize who you is, whose you is, you let your word be impeccable. I'm gonna let y'all hear the rest of this so y'all gonna learn what impeccable really is. Just hear it out.
Every human is a magician, and we can either put a spell on someone with our word, or we can release someone from a spell. We cast spells all the time with our opinions. An example. I see a friend and give him an opinion that just popped into my mind. I say, I see that kind of color in your face in people who are going to get cancer. If he listens to the word, and if he agrees, he'll have cancer in less than 1 year. That is the power of the word. During our domestication, our parents and siblings gave their opinions about us without even thinking. We believed these opinions, and we lived in fear over these opinions, like not being good at swimming, or sports, or writing. Someone gives an opinion and says, "Look, this girl is ugly." The girl listens, believes she is ugly, and grows up with the idea that she is ugly. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is. As long as she has that agreement, she will believe that she is ugly. That is the spell that she is under.
What you believing? What do you believe? Do you believe the words of a person that's lying? Because if you do, you are being deceived. Or do you believe the words of a person that tell the truth? 98% of the world believe a lie before they believe the truth. You have to know your worth and be one of the ones, not the two, not the three.
By hooking our attention, the word can enter our mind and change a whole belief for better or worse. Another example. You may believe you're stupid, and you may have believed this for as long as you can remember. This agreement can be very tricky, causing you to do a lot of things just to ensure that you are stupid. You may do something and think to yourself, "I wish I were smart, but I must be stupid or I wouldn't have done that." The mind goes in hundreds of different directions, and we could spend days getting hooked by just that one belief in our own stupidity. Then one day, someone hooks your attention and, using the word, lets you know that you are not stupid. You believe what the person says and make a new agreement. As a result, you no longer feel or act stupid. A whole spell is broken just by the power of the word. Conversely, if you believe you are stupid and someone hooks your attention and says, "Yes, you are really the most stupid person I have ever met," the agreement will be reinforced and become even stronger.
If I sit up here and believe what half of y'all believe, I be in turmoil every day. Having an independent mind from the masses is not an easy thing to do, because the hardest thing for us to do is to make the right choice. Though it's so simple to do. I have learned to make the right choices for me, and not only me, those who I care about and I know care about me. Anything else outside of that is not my problem. That's their personal problem they got to deal with. I'm not going to inherit your problem. Your problem's not my problem. Because any problem I got, I find a solution. So I'm problemless. I don't have any problems that I didn't fix. Don't let the world put problems on you by accepting what they want you to accept.
Now let's see what the word impeccability means. Impeccable comes from the Latin peccatus, which means sin. The im in impeccable means without. So impeccable means without sin. Religions talk about sin and sinners, but let's understand what it really means to sin. A sin is anything you do that goes against yourself. Everything you feel or believe or say that goes against yourself is a sin. You go against yourself when you judge or blame yourself for anything. Being without
A big homie Rush Dog. I love to see people that knew of me be around that can attest to the change and not be deceived by some of the things that some of y'all be deceived and some of the people y'all be deceived from, to have a mind of their own. It's only a few that are chosen. We all are called, but it's only a few that are chosen, because the ones that are called, only a few gonna accept the call to be chose. Because people are not strong enough to deal with other people's opinions. It don't matter to me. I don't care. What the enemy mean for bad, God always work it out for my good. And he have showed me that numerous and numerous of times. So when you are constantly getting confirmation, you don't live your life worried about things that worry others. Bro, I don't think too many people can do time the way I did time and come out with a strong mind, not a weak mind. There's a lot of people do time and still be the same person. You're supposed to get rehabilitated. That's a time when you got to yourself to become a better person. So all the old things that you was doing before you got there should be gone. My mom used to say you got to change people, places, and things. I ain't understand that until I had to do that. And your past won't let you go, but you got to let your past go. Your past gonna keep coming up. But that's what the devil do, because he can't get in your present. He can't touch your present. Soon as you lose focus of your present, and right now, your present is, man, I'm talking about God right now. Forget what happened. You can't do nothing with nothing that's happening back there in a second ago. All the what if, shoulda, couldas. You can't do nothing about the future. You know what I'm saying? So don't let people's opinions, who only can deal with your past, who only can bring up your past and wishful think about your future. Stay in your present. And I guarantee you what, it don't matter. I'm giving y'all the game now. I'm trying to show y'all how to deal with life. I'm trying to show y'all how to deal with life. The enemy can't do nothing to Turk but try to get Turk attention. That's it. It ain't gonna happen. I already know I'm bigger than the enemy. Cause I could think. When you stop thinking, you beat. When you stop thinking, that's when you lost. Psh, boy, I think too much. I need to slow down.
Sin is exactly the opposite. Being impeccable is not going against yourself. When you are impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself. From this point of view, the whole concept of sin changes from something moral or religious to something common sense. Sin begins with rejection of yourself. Self-rejection is the biggest sin that you commit. In religious terms, self-rejection is a mortal sin, which leads to death. Impeccability, on the other hand, leads to life. If I see you in the street and I call you stupid, it appears that I'm using the word against you, but really I'm using my word against myself, because you're going to hate me for this, and your hating me is not good for me. Therefore, if I get angry and with my word send all that emotional poison to you, I'm using the word against myself. If I love myself, I'll express that love in my interactions with you, and then I am being impeccable with the word, because that action will produce a like reaction. If I love you, then you will love me. If I insult you, you will insult me. If I have gratitude for you, you will have gratitude for me. If I'm selfish with you, you'll be selfish with me. If I use the word to put a spell on you, you are going to put a spell on me. Being impeccable with your word is the correct use of your energy. It means to use your energy in the direction of truth and love for your.
So, don't matter how another person may feel. If you know that what you know, that person could be feeling and saying anything they want to say. You done made up your mind to walk this way, no matter what. That's being, letting your words be impeccable. Nothing will affect you. They gonna try their best. Say this, say that. It won't affect you. That's powerful, bro. It's powerful to have so many people against you that don't affect you. And they try so hard. And then in the end, they wind up looking dumb. In the end, they wind up looking retarded. You don't look stupid. You just stand still and watch God work. I'm telling y'all, when the most powerful people to me, I went up against, which was the government. When God defeated them because of my mindset, anything and anybody else don't stand a chance when it comes to outthinking and winning. Because I know how to do it. The same way how I defeated them, with wisdom, knowledge, and overstanding. This is only for the ones not the twos, not the three, because they follow me.
Yourself. If you make an agreement with yourself to be impeccable with your word, just with that intention, the truth will manifest through you and clean all the emotional poison that exists within you. But making this agreement is difficult because we have learned to do precisely the opposite. We have learned to lie as a habit of our communication with others and, more importantly, with ourselves. We are not impeccable with the word. The power of the word is completely misused in hell. We use the word to curse, to blame, to find guilt, to destroy. Of course, we also use it in the right way, but not too often. Mostly we use the word to spread our personal poison, to express anger, jealousy, envy, and hate. The word is pure magic, the most powerful gift we have as humans, and we use it against ourselves. We plan revenge. We create chaos with the word. We use the word to create hate between different races, between different people, between families, between nations. We misuse the word so often, and this misuse is how we create and perpetuate the dream of hell. Misuse of the word.
A lot of your enemies are in hell. Don't go there with them. Let me say it again. A lot of your enemies are in hell. Don't go there with them. Let them burn by themselves. Let them burn with anger, rage, hate. They are in hell. And misery loves company. Don't be deceived to think that people who are in hell are in heaven. Because people who are in good places is not trying to create confusion. It's not trying to create separation. It's not trying to create discord. They in hell. Man, y'all better wake up. I'm trying to tell you what I know to be true. A person that feel good about themselves don't intentionally try to make you don't feel good. They gonna continuously try to make you feel good too. Cause they want you to feel the same joy. It's a feeling like, bro, you need to come get on this. I'm telling you, you need to get on this hill. And the people in hell want you to think this real peace over here is crazy. That's the devil. He's the father of lies, bro. I'm telling y'all, I was there. See, the good part about this with me, I used to be there too. I used to be right there with him in hell. I used to be there. So y'all looking at a person that then overcame them same tactics. That's why I can save some because they know, man, he been there. Let me try this because it got to be something. Man, God used me mightily. You think I'm worrying about an enemy? Man, listen, the enemy promote me indirectly. The enemy promote me indirectly and don't even know it. That's how powerful God is. He said it in his word. He will make your enemies your footstool. When they think they doing something bad to hurt you, it's really helping you. When they put me in jail, that didn't hurt me. Boy, that helped me. Thank y'all. I wouldn't have never been able to be where I'm at right now if I wouldn't have went through what I went through to become aware of who I am. So anything is nothing if it ain't for me. I don't have no attachments to the world. I don't have no expectations to no man or woman. God gave me a beautiful wife, a family, a kids, my own everything. God gave me a heaven, took me out of a hell. It's a spiritual thing. See, people be trying to put a mental picture of spiritual precepts in the physical, and they don't grasp it. You know what I'm saying? They don't experience it because of what they see. They say it can't be. He gotta be crazy. She gotta be crazy. She don't know what she talking about. But they don't be understanding the precepts. That's why it's not for everybody. It's only for the ones, not the twos, not the threes. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we still laugh and party and have fun without everything else. We living in our present moment, not in our past. We don't know what the future holds. Those people who live like that, lost. You wishful thinking the future and living in the past, you lost, man. I don't want no parts of you. I don't want no parts of you. I need to be with like-minded people. The spirit of discernment will allow you to do that. But if you don't have the spirit of discernment, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost. It make me feel good when the enemy promote me and don't know it. The difference from me and the enemy, I don't promote the enemy because I know better. Dang, I'm about to say where that come from. I don't promote the enemy because I know better, but the enemy promote me because he don't know better. Ooh, I gotta tweet that out. That's too hard. I don't promote the enemy because I know better. But the enemy promotes me because he don't know better. That's Rich Thuggin. I don't promote the enemy because I know better. But the enemy promotes me because he don't know better. Ooh, wee. And see, this the type of stuff that make the enemy mad because he be like, damn, he checkmated me again. Y'all remember when Jesus was in the wilderness and the devil kept coming to him when he was at his weakest? Well, he thought he was at his weakest. When people think you at your weakest, they try to come for you. But how Jesus defeated him? With the word. The same way how I'm showing y'all, you have to let your words be impeccable. You defeat the enemy with words, the right words. I have all the right words, man. I would never promote the enemy like the enemy promote me. It's only for the ones, not the twos, not the threes.
Is how we pull each other down and keep each other in a state of fear and doubt. Because the word is the magic that humans possess, and misuse of the word is black magic. We are using black magic all the time without knowing that our word is magic at all.
Hold up. Hey, you can't have godly conversations with the devil, y'all. You feel me? Understand that. You can't have godly conversations with the devil. So don't try it. It's only for the ones, not the twos, not the threes.
There was a woman, for example, who was intelligent and had a very good heart. She had a daughter whom she adored and loved very much. One night she came home from a very bad day at work, tired, full of emotional tension, and with a terrible headache. She wanted peace and quiet, but her daughter was singing and jumping happily. The daughter was unaware of how her mother was feeling. She was in her own world, in her own dream. She felt so wonderful, and she was jumping and singing louder and louder, expressing her joy and her love. She was singing so loud that it made her mother's headache even worse, and at a certain moment the mother lost control. Angrily, she looked at her beautiful little girl and said, "Shut up, you have an ugly voice. Can you just shut up?" The truth is that the mother's tolerance for any noise was non-existent. It was not that the little girl's voice was ugly, but the daughter believed what her mother said, and in that moment she made an agreement with herself.
Bam. The moment you believe what somebody says that's not for you, you make an agreement with what they are saying to become a part of you. So whose fault is it? Them or you. Once you make an agreement, you can't say you made me, because nobody can make you do nothing. You made the agreement. I ain't make you. That don't even sound right. You made. They can't make, but you can made.
After that, she no longer sang, because she believed her voice was ugly and would bother anyone who heard it. She became shy at school, and if she was asked to sing, she refused. Even speaking to others became difficult for her. Everything changed in the little girl because of this new agreement. She believed she must repress her emotions in order to be accepted.
You get canceled when you stop working. You canceled yourself. How can somebody stop you? Rich Thuggin dropping December 20th. The boy's still working. Rich Thuggin album dropping December 20th. This is for the ones, not the twos or the threes.
And loved. Whenever we hear an opinion and believe it, we make an agreement, and it becomes part of our belief system. This little girl grew up, and even though she had a beautiful voice, she never sang again. She developed a whole complex from one spell. The spell was cast upon her by the one who loved her the most, her own mother. Her mother didn't notice what she did with her word. She didn't notice that she used black magic and put a spell on her daughter. She didn't know the power of her word, and therefore she isn't to blame. She did what her own mother, father, and others had done to her in many ways. They misused the word. How many times do we do this with our own children? We give them these types of opinions, and our children carry that black magic for years and years. People who love us do black magic on us, but they don't know what they do. That is why we must forgive them. They don't know what they do. Another example. You awake in the morning feeling very happy. You feel so wonderful you stay 1 or 2 hours in front of the mirror making yourself beautiful. Well, one of your best friends says, "What has happened to you? You look so ugly. Look at that dress you're wearing. You look ridiculous." That's it. That is enough to put you all the way down in hell. Maybe this girlfriend just told you this to hurt you, and she did. She gave you an opinion with all the power of her word behind it. If you accept the opinion, it becomes an agreement now, and you put all your power into that opinion. That opinion becomes black magic. These types of spells are difficult to break. The only thing that can break a spell is to make a new agreement based on truth. The truth is the most important part of being impeccable with your word. On one side of the sword are the lies which create black magic, and on the other side of the sword is the truth which has the power to break the spell of black magic. Only the truth will set us free. Looking at everyday human interactions, imagine how many times we cast spells on each other with our word. Over time, this interaction has become the worst form of black magic, and we call it gossip. Gossip is black magic at its very worst because it is pure poison.
Gossip. How many people gossip? See, you got to know the difference from gossip and the truth. Gossip comes from a hateful, you know, and its intention is to hurt. But if you don't allow the gossip to affect you, only way it can affect you if you accept it or you agree to you know, then it becomes black magic and it affect your life. But when you have a strong mind and you know the truth, you stand on the truth. Bro, when I tell y'all, I thank God from allowing me to go through the things I went through. Because I promise you, I'll be doing the same things that I was doing before I changed. See, I don't mind staying out the way. Somebody just invited me the other day. Man, I got some tickets to the Hawks game. Bro, I wouldn't even thought a second. Oh, for real, I'm coming. Bro, I'd be like, let me think about it. Nah, I ain't going. I'm all right. I ain't have no plans to do that. See, I move like that. I ain't moving off wishful thinking. I ain't moving off nobody else's plan. You feel me? Like, I'm a grown man. So, anything I do, I have to be fully involved in it. You can't make no decision for me. If I give you that power, I give you power to not make a decision for me. You know what I'm saying? You can't give a man power to feed you because you also give him power to starve you. If he just wake up and say, man, I ain't about to give him nothing to eat today. But when a man can't stop you from eating, who wish they could, they in hell. That's hell. Cause they hell of a mad. Damn, man. I thought this was gonna get him, but come on, man. Stop it. Whatever you meant to happen to somebody else, you got to understand the law of attraction is obedient. It's going to happen to you. So I wish good. And good continues to happen. See what I'm saying? I understand. I understand the power of law and attraction. Law of attraction is the law that governs the world. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Original Hot Boy Turk. The biggest YouTube channel. Hey, listen, bro, I'm about to have the biggest YouTube channel in the world. Subscribe, because you might not have a line, a place to get in, because I might stop accepting subscriptions. Subscribe now, or you're going to be wishing you did. Because it's about to be a hell of a content creation going on in this YNT empire. I'm going to show y'all how to win. I'm going to show y'all how to win. I'm going to show y'all how to win. I'm going to show y'all what winning really is. Because a lot of people think this winning. It's not winning if you can't win and be happy with your winnings. You're not happy. You're not winning. You're not at peace. You're not winning. You pretending. Man, I'm winning, man. Trust me. Turk winning. subscribe to the YouTube channel and just peep how the wins. Cause I share my winnings with everybody. I ain't selfish. You know, I'm gonna get, open book. Y'all peep me out, man. Peep me out. Peep me out. I'm gonna inspire y'all to win and show y'all how to win. This is how you win. And it starts with a mindset. If you don't have your mindset, you ain't ready to go. If you don't got your mindset, you not ready to go, man. I'm built for this. This is the moment that God prepared me for. And watch I show out. Watch. The enemy promote me. I don't promote the enemy because I know better.
We learned how to gossip by agreement. When we were children, we heard the adults around us gossiping all the time, openly giving their opinions about other people. They even had opinions about people they didn't know. Emotional poison was transferred along with the opinions, and we learned this as the normal way to communicate. Gossiping has become the main form of communication in human society. It has become the way we feel close to each other, because it makes us feel better to see someone else feel as badly as we do.
The idea of somebody else feeling as bad as you feeling might make you think something too. But when they see the opposite of what they thinking in their mind, they really put themselves in a deeper hellhole. You got to stay in your present, not in your past, and not in the wishful thinking of the future. I'm telling y'all, you have to use your head. Don't lose your head. Use your head. You feel me? Man, I'm one of the strongest person you probably gonna ever meet. Who not affected by the enemy. Because I done overcame him. See, when you overcome the enemy, you know that the enemy is defeated. A lot of y'all are still suffering because y'all haven't defeated the enemy yet. And the secret to beating the enemy is awareness. It's that simple. I'm telling y'all how you do it. Awareness. Damn, what you mean? Staying aware of who you are, what you are, and whose you are. Come on, man. If you can do that, nothing can affect you. Nothing. You gonna stay in your present. So if your present say, I'm about to get up, I'm about to work on my car. Go work on your car. You ain't worrying about what they talking about this and what they talking about that. You doing what you supposed to be doing. You working on your car. So your present shows you that what's going on over here not affecting you. You got to stay there in your mind. You got to stay knowing that what's going on over here not affecting you. Your reality is you fixing your car. My reality is I'm doing what I love to do with who I love to do it with. Everything else don't matter. People would try to make things that matter in their life matter in yours. But if you stay in your present, it won't affect you. And I'm just teaching. That's all. Because everybody don't know these things. Everybody don't know. God had special people to teach his people. I'm one of those special people that he chose. Because I answered the call when he called. You're called. So you don't have no reason to be jealous of me if you answer the call too. Because he's no respecter of person. You can do the same thing that I'm doing. Because there's other people that doing the same thing that I'm doing. I'm not mad at them. I'm not jealous of them. If it's meant to be, we gonna be doing the same thing what we doing together. That's my mindset. I'm not in competition. I'm not competing. I'm not measuring. I'm already knowing who I am. Know your worth. You won't be worthless. Make yourself an asset. You won't be a liability. Come on, man. Show y'all. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're going to learn a whole lot. You're going to learn a whole lot that you didn't know when you tune in to the right information. Not to the people who are in formation, doing what everybody else doing. That's information. You need information. I'm saying, come get the information so you won't be information with everybody else that's hating. Satan. Hey, man. It's God.
There's an old expression that says, misery likes company. And people who are suffering in hell don't want to be all alone. Fear and suffering are an important part of the dream of the planet. They are how the dream of the planet keeps us down. Using the analogy of the human mind as a computer, gossip can be compared to a computer virus. A computer virus is a piece of computer language written in the same language all the other codes are written in, but with a harmful intent. This code is inserted into the program of your computer when you least expect it, and most of the time without your awareness. After this code has been introduced, your computer doesn't work quite right, or it doesn't function at all because the codes get so mixed up with so many conflicting messages that it stops producing good results. Human gossip works exactly the same way. For example, you're beginning a new class with a new teacher, and you've looked forward to it for a long time. On the first day of class, you run into someone who took the class before who tells you, "Oh, that instructor was such a pompous jerk. He didn't know what he was talking about, and he was a pervert too, so watch out." You are immediately imprinted with the word and the emotional code the person had when saying this. But what you're not aware of is his or her motivation in telling you. This person
See, a lot of y'all don't be aware of people motivation in telling you things that they tell you about people. That gossip. Why is you telling me this about this person? And you ain't telling them that. They trying to use y'all to go spread they black magic. And a lot of y'all are pawns. Don't be a sin out. When people come tell me, you so with such, you so with such, you a sin out. Like, I stay away from you too. You just made yourself a part of who I stay away from. It's that simple. You have been revealed that you got the same energy that I need to stay away from. That's how my God do it. He reveal who's who by the words they say out their mouth. You could tell who's who by what come out of their mouth. If they gossiping about this, they'll gossip about everything you talk about. Don't deal with them. So what if they get mad? Don't deal with them. You see what type of people they is. God say stay away from them type of people. He say don't gossip. You got to know God's word to know what to stay away from. And if I wouldn't have went to prison, I wouldn't know God's word. That's why my words are most of the time impeccable. Because only thing that my mind go to is God's word. My mind have been programmed and updated to go to God's word. That's how you defeat anything that's not of God. You have to use God's word to defeat it. The gossip is black magic that you need to stay away from. If you accept the gossip, it just gonna produce more. If you don't accept it, it stops where it's at. It don't affect you at all. You still doing what you doing. Focus on what you got going on. Who can stop you when you got a mindset like that? Nobody. Nobody can stop you. You doing what you know you want to do. Not what everybody think you want to do. See what I'm saying? So, once again, if you want to see what Turk doing, subscribe to Turk YouTube if you're interested. Turk don't care about what nothing else going on. It don't concern me. And that's how you have it. You feel me? That's how we deal with that by not dealing with it. We ain't going back and forth. For what? We ain't doing that over here. We got other things going on at YNT. YNT a different breed. YNT Empire where visions get inspired. That's what we doing over here. You know what I'm saying? Big Thuggin Podcast is not the podcast for gossip. We ain't turning your testimony to a messimony. We telling the truth, not hating. You know what I'm saying? So when people coming over here, people who in the world gonna think you exposing them. But the truth is just exposing the darkness. And instead of them repenting, they justifying their actions. Let them stay in hell. But you stay doing what you doing. Whoever want to be in hell, stay there. I don't have nothing to deal with you. That's Monday through Friday. Bump it or dump it. Tune in. See, we doing stuff over here. I'm saying we got different stuff going on over here. Y'all be a part of what Turk got going on. Turk got a lot of things going on, okay? Y'all come here, Turk story. Y'all buy a Turk story. Y'all buy a Turk story. And hear it from Turk perspective. If you want to know Turk's story, you can't get Turk's story from nobody else. So you should tune in if you're interested. I'm not interested in nobody else's perception about who I am. creeping out this joint. The boy about to eat steak and fettuccine. And you got a wife. I ain't even asked for this. I ain't asked for this. That's when you got blessings on top of blessings. Come on, man. I wouldn't leave this for nothing in the world.
Would be angry for failing the class, or simply making an assumption based on fears and prejudices. But because you have learned to ingest information like a child, some part of you believes the gossip, and you go on to the class.
Some people accept information like a child. Those are the ones who believe the gossip.
As the teacher speaks, you feel the poison come up inside you, and you don't realize you see the teacher through the eyes of the person who gave you that gossip. Then you start talking to other people in the class about this, and they start to see the teacher in the same way, as a jerk and a pervert. You really hate the class, and soon you decide to drop out. You blame the teacher, but it is gossip that is to blame. All of this mess can be caused by one little computer virus. One little piece of misinformation can break down communication between people, causing every person it touches to become infected and contagious to others. Imagine that every single time.
That's why the enemy be mad. An enemy can say whatever they want, indirect or direct. It don't prevail when you speak your truth. Always remember who you is, man. Let your words be impeccable. Don't fall for the trick of deception. Don't participate in the festivities. Stay away from it. Stay in your present. You can't do nothing about the future or the past.
Others gossip to you, they insert a computer virus into your mind, causing you to think a little less clearly every time. Then imagine that in an effort to clean up your own confusion and get some relief from the poison, you gossip and spread these viruses to someone else. Now imagine this pattern going on in a never-ending chain between all the humans on Earth. The result is a world full of humans who can only read information through circuits that are clogged with a poisonous, contagious virus. Even worse are the black magicians or computer hackers who intentionally spread the virus. Think back to a time when you or someone you know was angry with someone else and desired revenge. In order to seek revenge, you said something to or about that person with the intention of spreading poison and making that person feel bad about him or herself. As children, we do this quite thoughtlessly, but as we grow older, we become much more calculated in our efforts to bring other people down. Then we lie to ourselves and say that person received a just punishment for their wrongdoing. When we see the world through a computer virus, it is easy to justify the cruelest behavior. What we don't see is that misuse of our word is putting us deeper into hell. For years, we've received the gossip and spells from the words of others, but also from the way we use our word with ourselves. We talk to ourselves constantly, and most of the time we say things like, "Oh, I look fat. I look ugly. I'm getting old. I'm losing my hair. I'm stupid. I never understand anything. I will never be good enough, and I am never going to be perfect. Do you see how we use the word against ourselves? We must begin to understand what the word is and what the word does. If you understand the first agreement, be impeccable with your word, you begin to see all the changes that can happen in your life. Changes first in the way you deal with yourself, and later in the way you deal with other people, especially those you love the most. Consider how many times you have gossiped about the person you love the most to gain the support of others for your point of view. How many times have you hooked other people's attention and spread poison about your loved one in order to make your opinion right? Your opinion is nothing but your point of view. It is not necessarily true. Your opinion comes from your beliefs, your own ego, and your own dream. We create all this poison and spread it to others just so we can feel right about our own point of view.
So people who are right there in their mind are really hurting in the inside, y'all. Hurt people try to hurt people. Mm-mm-mm. God damn. And get that with the fault. I think a lot of people, a lot of y'all be really hurting out there. And when y'all see other people not angry and mad and upset, y'all intentions be, let me try to make him mad. It hurt people who are haters to see people who they hate happy. They would do any and everything to try to make you not happy. But your happiness don't come from them in the first place, so they cannot make you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? A person who know who he is, know where true happiness comes from. And that's his true nature. So if you try and keep on, bro, like I'm the wrong one, man. Before I went to jail, y'all probably could have had a field day with making like prevailing. But now it's gonna be hard. I don't care how many people come together, how many enemies conjure up. And it's crazy that damn it take all of y'all and one me. That let me know I'm special. That let me know I'm bro, listen. When it take all of this and one me, it remind me of Jesus. It took all of them and one him. You know how many people hate a person that's a good person? It's a lot of them. But as long as you staying on the side where you need to stay and not getting into hell with them, there's nothing they could do. But make they self more mad because you ain't coming in there with them. Make they self more miserable. They talking about you, bringing you up and constantly promoting you. You get promoted if they don't bring you up. Because their whole energy is you. So your energy gonna automatically project whoever you mad at, whether indirect or direct. Your energy gonna project it. So when you know better, man, you gotta stay in that lane of knowing, or you're going to get lost. But let's finish this impeccable chapter up right quick.
If we adopt the first agreement and become impeccable with our word, any emotional poison will eventually be cleaned from our mind and from our communication and our personal relationships, including with our pet dog or cat. Impeccability of the word will also give you immunity from anyone putting a negative spell on you. You'll only receive a negative idea if your mind is fertile ground for that idea. When you become impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for words that come from black magic. Instead, it is fertile for the words that come from love. You can measure the impeccability of your word by your level of self-love. How much you love yourself and how you feel about yourself are directly proportionate to the quality and integrity of your word. When you are impeccable with your word, you feel good, you feel happy, and at peace. You can transcend the dream of hell just by making the agreement to be impeccable with your word. Right now, I'm planting that seed in your mind. Whether or not the seed grows depends upon how fertile your mind is for the seeds of love. It's up to you to make the agreement to be impeccable with your word. Nurture this seed, and as it grows in your mind, it will generate more seeds of love to replace the seeds of fear. The first agreement will change the kind of seeds your mind is fertile for. The first agreement is one you should make if you want to be free, if you want to be happy, if you want to transcend the level of existence that is hell. To be impeccable with your word is very powerful. Use the word in the correct way. Use the word to share your love. Use white magic, beginning with yourself. Tell yourself how wonderful you are, how great you are. Tell yourself how much you love yourself. Use the word to break all those teeny tiny agreements that make you suffer. Just this one agreement can change your whole life. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, to huge success and abundance. It can take away all fear and transform it into joy and love. Just imagine what you can create with impeccability of the word. You can transcend the dream of fear and live a different life. You can live in heaven in the middle of thousands of people living in hell because you are immune to that hell. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word.
That's how I deal with negativity, y'all. You might think it's not, but it's the truth. And it also took years of practice for me to get there, to be able to be immune to bullshit. Like I'm immune to bullshit. When you used to motherfuckers being a certain way and you know this how this person is, it don't affect you. Anything other than how you doing and what you're doing would be a shock to me. Like, damn, you change your life? And it'll be a good thing. But when you are immune, you cannot be affected or affected. Affected. It won't have no effect on you. When you're immune to something, you can't catch it. I got immunity to the bullshit. I'm immune to the bullshit. I'm immune to a hater. I'm immune to a person that don't know who they is. I'm too grown to be running in cliques. I'm immune to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I run with my wife and kids. I'm 41. Never been affiliated. And shit, barely associated. But I have to associate myself to compensate myself in certain organizations. But I don't need to be a part of no camp crew, boy group, girl group, you know, unless it's about some money. So if it ain't about no money for me, I don't have shit to do with it. Because I get money, man. I get to it. I'm focused on the money. I'm focused on the bag. The bag that I'm making. Not on nobody that's hating, trying to make it seem like this, make it seem like that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's trying to attach theyself to somebody, they got low self-esteem. You need somebody else to make you feel something, you got low self-esteem. You got issues, man. More issues than Patricia. I'm immune to that. So don't come telling me what this person or that person or them person. I'm immune to it. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Believe that. Just follow me and you will see what I do. You'll see what I do. Because all of y'all are living in an illusion of one person's mind. And I'm not in that illusion. I'm not in it. I got my own ideas, which are my fortunes. And it's all mapped out and planned. And I stick to it, what I'm doing every day. In my present is my ideas. Nobody else's. I don't move at nobody else's drum beat. Nobody else wishful thinking. You know, nobody else's plans. I move at my plan. So you see me moving in anything, I planned it. You see me a part of anything, I planned it. I ain't in nobody else's plans, man. That's why you don't see me a part of this and that. I ain't talk about it. I ain't discuss it. Yeah, I gotta see a bigger picture and stop looking at the small picture all the time. You know what I'm saying? Turk a grown man, not a kid, not a boy. Nobody's do boy. Nobody's flunky. Feel me? And if y'all can accept that, accept this. And if you don't, I'm immune to your shit too. Stay away from me. You don't even have to come see what I'm doing. What I got going on is only for the people who want to subscribe and want to know what's going on over here. This is not for people who don't want to be a part of what this, this ain't for y'all. Why y'all can't accept the fact that, okay, alright, leave me alone. You know why? Because people be miserable and misery loves company. So, if y'all ain't hear nothing, that means you're not the one. You're the two or the three. But if you want to become the one, you have to repent and change and show and prove. I had to do it. I ain't even eat all that meat. I just wanted some pasta. Steak Alfredo. I just ate good. From Olive Garden. And that's my 2 hours, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm gonna get at y'all a little later, man. Keep it thugging. Taking hardship, using God's gift in spite of negativity. And stay immune to the bullshit. Your life will be very good. Thuggin. Rich Thuggin album, December 28th, y'all. Go get that I Got Money Now single and Telling the Truth Not Hating single on all platforms. Go check it out on Apple, Spotify, everywhere where they listen to music, man. Y'all already know what it is. I'm gone. You did.